Hello, everyone. Last week we was going through some of the posts. I've gone blank. We have gone through some of the not questions, but more or less concerns, I think. And hello, everyone who may be joining me right now. Psychic medium Karina Webb. I've just had a little bit of an accident, so it just put me a little bit out of whack. It's okay. We're back on. It's good. Okay. So nevertheless, I was just reading through some of the comments of last week, and I can see that quite a lot of people need the guidance, and they're stuck in their lives, and that's that sort of saddens me to think that they that they need some guidance, and people like myself are here to help you. There's so many people that are getting on, and it's really hard to to get to you all. Hi Donna, how are you? But at the end of the day, we have to understand that sometimes we can just learn stuff from listening to people, and we can certainly learn from going to see people. So I will try and see if I can touch base with you tonight about your guidance. That's my main passion and goal here for tonight. For those who just feel like they might be stuck. So good evening to those who have just joined me, or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I've had some lovely people all across the world come in to say hi to me. So hello, everyone. Okay, so I want to let you know before I sort of get started that tomorrow afternoon is going to be my event in Bribie Island, Queensland. Thank you for your love hearts. And so this event will be a mediumship event, so basically touching base with loved ones, connecting with loved ones, bringing forward messages from the other side. And so if you're in the Bribie Island, Queensland area, or you're anywhere on the coast around there, and you want to feel like you want to come and see some mediumship, that you can come and see me. I'll drop a link below at the end, and you can get the tickets there. They are quite affordable. Certainly getting around there and just making it affordable for people, because sometimes it is quite hard to get to these type of events, and the cost, it can be a little bit costly sometimes. So yeah, just trying to keep it to a bit of a minimal. So if you want to see me tomorrow, Joining Two Worlds, okay, at Bribie Island, Queensland, tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to be at the RSL. I will drop a link below. Okay, so let's see who is joining us. I can see the love heart, so that's really lovely. Oh my gosh. Yes, quite a few of you have been joining me. Hi, Sobia, is it? That sounds like a nice name, doesn't it? And Sandra. Hi, Sandra Williams. Hi, Karen O'Connor. Good evening to you. We got Tracy. We got Gabby. We have Kristen. Hello, dear. How are you? I've got a bit of a scratch here. Tracy, in Outback at the moment, are you? Did any guidance? You'd like some guidance. Well, we'll get to some guidance a little bit later. Just Leanne. Hi, Leanne. Okay. Hi, Julie. Julie Sinclair. How are you? So lovely. So I'm going to start just having, a little talk about spiritual stuff. And look, at the end of the day, yes, we get stuck in our lives sometimes, and we feel like we've got to shift that feeling of being stuck. And I can remember a while ago I was in that place of being stuck, and usually we get stuck because we don't know where where we're meant to be going, what direction we need to be heading in. And so, hi Lynn, how are you? Donna, Leanne, and you know, so we get stuck in that momentum of, oh, I don't know where to go, I don't know how to solve my problems, you know, and we get ourselves so fixated in that place that we then can't see what's actually going on out there, you know. Oh, look, I know many a times myself over the years, you know, you play the pitiful game with yourself that, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, okay, what is it today that you want to do so passionately, okay, and what do you need to do to get there? So what are the baby steps? What is it that you have to do each day to take yourself to the place of feeling, you know, not necessarily happy all the time, because, you know, we have our emotions that from the outer world comes on in, and then we will bring an emotion around certain incidences, and remember that our emotions are coming from two emotions, which are you know, love and fear. So anything around that is basically you know, emotions that we've created. So, you know, we can have fear, fear of actually exploring ourselves to bigger and better things, you know. I've been touching base just lately, it's interesting, with a lot of older the older generation, and when I mean older generation, I'm talking in the hundreds here, and they're just amazing people to talk to, absolutely amazing, and they've got a great inspirational part of life, and they don't feel like because we get old we're going to just collapse. And this is the thing, is, you know, we haven't actually been told how to care for ourselves, how to look after ourselves when we actually get older, okay? And by the time, you know, we haven't, for myself, I haven't reached there yet, but, you know, by the time you get your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, that sort of thing, you find yourself going, well, there's really not much of life. And yet there is so much. There is so much that we can do in life, and it's just our mindset and where we want to go with that. But, you know, last week I was reading a lot of the guidance concerns there on here, and I just thought, wow, you know, I want to be able to help you guys, and I can't help everyone because it's really hard, you know, because there's so many people. Hi, Marnie, how are you? But, you know, the thing is that sometimes we hope that you can take something that can steer you in the right direction, that just sort of opens you up to something, you know. And I will certainly work with some of you tonight in, you know, on some guidance level, but also with the spirit world, you know, that connection coming in and giving you more of a psychic reading, but a guidance reading as well. And, you know, oh, over the many years, I've helped so many people. You know, I've been in the reverendship position, and I've helped many people. But unfortunately, sometimes, you know, people have to hear what they don't want to hear. You know what I mean? I can remember I've got mentors all across the world. I've got mentors close here in Queensland, but I've also just, you know, look, sometimes you just meet people down the road and they say something to you and they're a mentor, you know, so it's just listening to certain things along your path that has you say to yourself, well, I need to change that, you know. And once you start to sort of understand that, you know, what you're doing isn't working, then you go, well, okay, I need to change one little thing. And then what happens is the spirit world see that you are capable of making change. And when you are then capable of making the change, okay, then they start bringing the spirit world, the universe, whatever you feel that connection is there, will start coming closer to you and helping you, bringing the right guidance for you. They will be bringing certain things into your life that help you with your life. And it's just like a, 1, 2, 3, 4 step, things will just automatically come in, and it's because you'll be in the flow. And when you feel like sometimes you need guidance and you get stuck, you're not in that flow. Yeah. So thank you for your love hearts. And so, I really just hope that tonight, I really think this is a really good idea when you go to bed at night, is to listen to something. Listen to something positive, because what happens when we go to bed? A lot of people go to bed and they start thinking about how bad their day was, or how bad that person did them wrong, or how bad the family have treated them, or how, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And it comes to the point that we're not a little child anymore. We are adults, okay? And so, I've talked about this before, about the programming. The programming can send us in directions that is not good for us. And so when we go to bed at night, automatically we're thinking about all this negative stuff. And let's face it, hey, I'm putting my hand up. We've all done it, yeah? I can remember doing it over years ago. I remember doing this. And, and sometimes you could even have it happening now. And when it does happen, you just go, no, that's not a thought that I resonate with. That's not here for my highest good. I don't need that. And you shift it out and you bring something in that's more positive. Yeah. And so going to bed at night is really, really important, and having something in your ears, okay? Or laying in bed and saying how wonderful you are, while you drift off to sleep. I am wonderful. I am amazing. I have done so well today, Even though I had a difficult day today, I managed to triumph through those challenges. You can do whatever you feel you need to do, so long as that what is being replayed there in the mind, excuse me, is positive. Because what will actually happen, it's a bit like a letter, if you can understand this, to the spirit world. So if your mind is saying, oh, that blah, blah, blah did this to me, you're writing a letter to the universe that this person did this to me. And so the universe goes, oh, okay, so they did that to you. Well, let's just get them to do it some more. Okay, because it is that manifestation of what you're thinking. It's very powerful. So we do need to really work on that more, is to really, and this is why I say downloading with positive affirmations, music, anything that's going to get your mind out of the place of, the areas of destruction. And of course, you can lay there giving thanks to God, thanks to the universe for whatever, Thank you for being alive. Thank you for the sun that has risen today. Thank you for the blue sky. Thank you for the rain. There are so many things to be thankful for. So that's really, really important, I do believe. And but the guidance comes from within. Like if I was to give you something today, it's not me that's actually giving you that guidance. It's part of your inner self that, excuse me, I've got, hang on, I'll have some carrot juice. I think Spirit is getting ready for me tomorrow because I'm doing loved ones messages and I feel this is what's happening. But anyway, So, so just getting back to that, you know, I just feel that when someone tells us something, it's not what someone has told us that makes the big difference here. It's the correlation between what has been said and what, okay, has been taken in the conscious mind, okay, that has that correlation to understanding, yeah, I get that, I understand that. And then that is a manifestation of energy that is just amazing. And it's like this little seed, if you like. And it goes into the mind and it's like, yes, I can work with this. And then everything just branches out from that. It's just amazing. All these lovely connections come in on a vibrational level, you know. I had a lady I knew, and she used to say to me, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. And she kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And every week she never, ever won the lottery. But in her mind, she believed she was going to win the lottery. And she did. She won a lot of money. She didn't tell me how much, and that's okay. But she said she won a lot of money. But you see, she believed she was going to win the lottery, even though she wasn't winning the lottery at that time. Okay, so that's pretty huge, I think, anyway. So, you know, so who do we have joining us here tonight? Oh, is it Sheila? Sweetin, that's a pretty name. Now, I don't know why, I'm just going to read your message here there, Sheila. As I said, I think Spirit's getting ready for me tomorrow. Well, for some reason I saw you talking and something. Hang on, I can't see that now. And something I felt told me to stop and listen to every word you're saying. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Look, and that's the thing. That's about your higher self, you know, your soul. It's the spirit world all working in together there and making that connection with me, okay? And that's why it's just so amazing, because we're not here on a random, you know, we're here for a reason, whatever that reason is, you know. And I think I've got a gentleman with me, but I can't be talking about, you know, I can't do mediumship because I'm not doing mediumship tonight. But I just know he's trying to embark in here on me, and I've just told him to step back. As lovely as he is, he just and hopefully that'll all eventually subside there, but that's okay. So yeah, look, lovely Sheila, thank you very much for your lovely message, and whatever you're meant to take from this show tonight, you will, darling. And you know, as I said, it's that little connection that that allows you. It's sometimes like a light bulb moment too, you know. It's like I've just got to listen to someone because I just feel guided to, you know. And it's the same with people that come to see me. People come to see me, okay, because they need to come and see me, not because they want to come and see me, okay? They're being guided to come and see me, okay? And that's usually what happens there. Hi, Donna. Okay, Harriet, come and join me again. Thank you very much. So, you know, I think a lot of people today are really stuck. They're stuck because of the fact that their mind is just going in round and round in circles. But, you know, we find a really big problem here because we're not following our passions. I mean, I'm following my passion. However, there's a lot of people out there who are not following their passion. And, you know, I hear it time and time again, and I have people come to me and say, I don't know what my passion is. Well, the thing is this: if we focus too much time on everybody else and everybody else's passions, then what we're doing is we're not focusing on what we need to be doing here. So I always say, you know, if you were going tomorrow and you had one full day to explore your passion, to do what it is that you want to do. Look, you know, I had that inkling the other day to do some singing, you know what I mean? And I thought, yeah, I might start singing, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, it's doable. You know, I can do that. It's a matter of, yes, whatever you want to do out there, you might have to get training, just like I might have to get training. I don't want to go out and sing out there to the world. You know, for many, many years, when I mean many years, probably over 20 years, I used to I used to sing at spiritual churches and so forth. And so, you know, my chakras were well balanced, and it was just going way out. And it took several months, and I just felt, oh gee, you know, I wouldn't mind going back and doing some, you know, some really profound singing again, you know. And that's another thing I want to talk about as well, is that, you know, people say, oh, I don't feel like I'm in balance. And the thing is this: when you don't feel like you're in balance, you truly are in balance. And I know that sounds like weird, you know, but it truly is, because you might say to yourself, I'm not in balance. I can't, you know, I can't get connections from the spirit world. I don't know what to do. I feel lost, da, 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 da. This is your souls calling you and telling you that you need to make substantial change here. So the thing is that your stuckness, your feeling of inadequacy, your feeling that you cannot communicate with people, whatever the scenario is here, this is not about you being stuck in the moment. It's about the fact that your soul wants to move on, but you know, your physical self feels like, oh, I really want to stay where I am, but you don't. You truly don't. And so the soul is saying to you, oh, come on, what's going on here? You know, I can't make you happy all of the time, because we're not going to change. We're not going to do things that are more exciting than what we're doing right now. Does that make sense for some people? And, you know, that may not make sense. It may not click for you, but I hope that some hi Melissa Ann, how are you, darling? You know, I hope it can make some kind of sense. PK, is it? Hello, lovely heart, thank you. So, you know, I just think, remember that the times that you feel stuck are really the times when your soul and your spirit together is saying it's time for change. And that means when you have change, that this could be change in your career, it could be change in your relationship, it could be change in your inner self, okay? It's the same with that discontentment. You know, oh, I feel miserable. Great, you feel miserable. That's fantastic, because that's the first step, okay, for your acknowledgement to understanding that you've got to move on. You've got to change from that miserable state that you're in, yeah? And then from that place, but just remember, if you're in a miserable state for one day, then acknowledge that. I'm feeling like crap today, but I know tomorrow I will not. Today is a day of understanding. It's about a day of growth. It's about a day where, you know, my soul wants more from me. Okay, I've got to step up there. I've got to make myself, you know, be the person, be accountable for the person that I know that I am. Okay, and then when that happens and you start making those changes, well, it's just amazing. It's exciting because you find people then just start wandering into your life and you go, oh, wow. And then you say, what you say to yourself? Oh, I must be in alignment. Oh, no, no, no. You've always been in alignment. Okay, what's happened is that your soul, okay, wants to move forward. It wants more change. It can't stay put. Evolution, your soul has to evolve into something bigger and better than it is right now. So if you're sitting at home tonight, or if you're in the morning, wherever you may be in the world, if you're going through a really bad time at the moment, know, okay, that your higher self wants you to make some really big changes, okay? So it's a matter of saying to yourself, your higher self, what is it that you would like me to do? And, you know, and don't say to yourself, well, I'm not getting an answer. The answer may come in a little while. The answer might come as a feeling. The answer might come as something. Whatever, it will come. It will come. But, you know, we are such amazing species, we are, because, you know, we feel these emotions, and we've got to feel these emotions. You know, it is part of our growth, our soul growth, okay? But just remember, a lot of the emotions coming from those two emotions that I did talk about, okay, which is love and fear, we have created more of them. So we've created anxiety. That's a real major one. Fear, you know, depression. Oh, look, I'm not going to go too much down that path of a lot of those things, but the point of the fact is that there is so much help today, okay, and there's so much free help as well online. If you go online, you can get so much good help out there that is amazing. So all I have to say about that is really embrace that new beginning of where you are at the moment. I'm feeling crap. I want to move on. And you open your arms to the universe and say, where would you like me to go? Or maybe let the universe know where you'd like to go. And trust me, things will start to change direction for you. Okay, but really do take that and honor that place of discontentment that you are in. Okay, because that's who you are as well. You cannot be all happy, elated. You cannot be. It can't be that just like that. It'd be nice to be like that, but then we're never going to know if our body, you know, needs more, or if our mind needs more, or, you know, just overall needs more, you know, because we'd be just happy to sit in the same old spot doing the same old thing. And that's no good for us, okay? Because we haven't come here just to, you know, not do too much. We've come here to do lots before time runs out. And as I have said, you know, been talking to a lot of 100-year-olds, over 100-year-olds, and they've got a really great outlook on life, okay? The thing is that we are seeing too much what's going on out there on the net and everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and blah, 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 goes on and on and on, seeing what everybody else is doing. Forget that. Put your blinkers on. You're the blinkers on the horse. focus on where you're going, okay? And you will find yourself in a much, much easier transition, okay, to go to the better place, okay, of more soul fulfillment. All right. Okay, so I'm going to say hello again to some more lovely people. Hi, Cindy, how are you? Christy, hi, Christy. Charlotte, hello, hello. I was only actually talking to a Charlotte today. Okay, so I just feel now it's time for me to start giving some guidance out, okay? So I haven't a clue what this guidance is going to be about, because now I'm just actually seeing a line along the screen, so I hope you guys aren't seeing that that on the screen. But if you are, never mind. I don't know why it's there. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll, and where I feel guided to stop, okay, you know, Spirit's just guiding me to where I need to go there at the moment. Okay, so Harriet, they've just told me to look at your message there. Harriet Page, if you're still on there, darling. And I have a message from you saying, how can I deal with guilt that is ruining my life? Wow, guilt. Guilt is just another emotion that is coming from fear, okay? So somewhere along the line, and you know, this may have been a recent guilt that you have had, could have been a few years ago, but I can honestly say there, Harriet, that you have had this guilt stem from something even much younger. Does that make sense? And even though it mightn't have been from childhood, something then has triggered that when that has come in again for you in a bigger form. Okay, so what I can suggest to you, Harriet, you know, Google has so many videos out there that you can listen to, okay, and it'll be subliminal, what do you call it, you know, downloading, and this will help reprogram your subconscious mind, because it's your subconscious mind's coming back in and telling you you should be feeling guilty about what has happened. And the answer is no, you shouldn't be feeling guilty about what has happened. All right. Now, look, I can honestly say there was a time in my life, okay, Harriet, where I could have felt quite guilty. And I said to myself, no, you're not going to feel guilty. Okay. But some of us aren't as strong as that, you know, and this is why I think reprogramming the mind, okay, so getting something for guilt, okay, and there's lovely affirmations there that you can go to sleep with, and just let it play in your ears. You might need headphones or little ones in the ears, and go to sleep at night, and eventually you will find yourself just going, ooh, that guilt is just going and leaving me. Okay, now we don't need to know what the guilt is about, because that's your private life. But the thing is that when are you going to give yourself the permission, okay, to let go of the guilt that you hold within? Do you understand me when I say that? When are you going to give yourself that permission to let guilt go? And I know you cannot solely do it on your own, because you need to change your programming, because your subconscious mind every time there's an incident that revolves around that case scenario of your guilt, okay, your subconscious mind comes back with it. Oh, you remember? Do you remember? Yeah, you should be feeling guilty. And the answer is no. No, you shouldn't be feeling guilty. You've learnt from your situation. You shouldn't be feeling guilty. You have awareness of it, because that awareness comes in your mind every day. And I know this. I just feel that you have guilt on quite a regular basis there, Harriet. And, you know, the thing is, you've got to give yourself that permission to let it go. And you might say, well, how do I let it go? And I'm saying you need to listen to some stuff to reprogram that mind, to stop that subconscious mind, okay, taking over your life. It's a bit like, you know, you hear about the people saying they had the devil in them, you know, but you don't have the devil in you. You have the subconscious mind that's only coming back to stuff that has resonated with what has been part of your life, which is guilt. Okay? So, and you need to forgive yourself, my darling. You need to forgive yourself. There's nobody else. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks out there. You've got to have your own forgiveness. You know, I learnt forgiveness from a very, and I mean very, young age. And I learnt a lot of lessons at a young age. Certainly has helped, but it's certainly you know, the subconscious mind will come back with things and try to destroy the mind again and get you in that place of destruction. And you don't want that, Harry. You really want to be able to move on from your guilt, okay? And I know you can do it. And you can go to bed at night and you can give yourself some affirmations and say, I do not feel guilty anymore. That can be one of your affirmations, okay? But you need some stronger, okay, download in your mind. But it must be inside your ears, darling, because you need to change that programming with your hemispheres of your brain, okay? So I'm hoping that can give you some guidance. It's not going to be overnight, and you're going to need to listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. And when you stop listening to it, it's going to come back. And so you're going to just need to keep listening to it for quite a while until you bring your self-esteem up, yeah? And it might even pay you to listen to some other good things as well about your self-esteem. You know, you're a good person, Harriet. You're a good person, and you don't want to feel guilty no more, okay? So today is the day where you put down the guilt and say, I'm not going to let this affect me anymore. I am better than this, okay? And I deserve better than this. And you can ask the spirit world to please help you through the guilt, okay? And I'm going to leave that with you, okay, Harriet? And thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for coming on. Okay, so who else? So I'm just going to scroll along, okay, and see where I feel the guidance there coming in from spirit to stop. Hi, Joe. How are you? being a gifted person and helping others with their spiritual path. Spreading love is my passion. Oh, that's lovely, Joe. And I think that is for many of us, you know, whether it be on the spiritual path or whether it be anything. I think just, you know, spreading your light and love is really, really important. And you know, I've done this for a long time, actually, in front of audiences. You know, not large audiences, but small audiences. And so to be able to sometimes touch people far and wide is lovely too, you know, because there is a lot of people out there that do need some guidance. So yes, thank you for joining us there, Joe. Okay. Thank you for all your love hearts. You're so sweet and lovely. Our spirit's just letting me know I will be stopping in a moment. Hello, Francine Ann. Love to you, darling. And I'm feeling your energy. You're beautiful. Very beautiful. And I'm not saying others are not. Hi, Jade. Jade, is it? Jade. Yes, Jade. Marnie, do I read cards, or I'm not sure what the other or is. Okay, so I'm a psychic medium. I do psychic readings, and I do excuse me, I do mediumship readings as well, but my mediumship readings is joining two worlds, so I take that out to the public. I also am an animal communicator for health and well-being. I also do mentoring, and you know, through the reverendship and everything, I find that quite a lovely thing to do, is helping people. And so yeah, so yeah, based on cards, I don't even have cards with me tonight. However, in saying that, cards, for those who maybe just interested about this, cards are what we would call as an item that we would use for psychometry. When you're first learning to touch base that connection with the spirit world, or just to have that connection, you will use a tool, and that tool could be cards. It could be this cup, you know, it could be anything whatsoever. So, you know, cards are my tool, but I don't, if someone comes for a, you know, I used to work in a shop years ago, and I worked there for quite some time. And I found that people like to look at cards. And even though I didn't really use cards, I thought, I had quite a lot of people asking whether or not I used cards. And I thought, that's interesting. So just remember, the cards are your tools, okay? Just like anything, a flower. And it does help using that sort of psychometry object to help you, you know, learn to develop yourself as a psychic. You know, you can learn by, so if I was to pick up this cup, for example, you would say to yourself, well, you would start to read the cup as saying, well, I see colours, you know, of this colour, that colour, and then you would go more depth into that cup, you know, probably the shape and everything like that. And then as you start to begin to do that, and this is, of course, over a period of, you know, many times you're doing this, you will start to feel that connection that you're having with your higher self. And so then what's happening is then you're starting to get messages that are coming forward from that, if that makes some sense. So to your question there, Marnie, do I read with cards? Yes, I do for those who want to read cards, but do I need to use them? No, I don't. And so it's just up to the individual. And I just haven't got the cards with me tonight. So if you're wanting a card in the weeks to come, I can certainly get the cards ready for next week if that's what you would like. But yes, I just feel drawn and go from there. Look, sometimes I can just ask Spirit right this instant. And I've got a lot of deck of cards. Okay, so I'll just say to Spirit, please show me a card. So Marnie, I'm just going to say to Spirit, please just show me a card for you, and they will download me a card that, oh, okay, so this is the card that they're giving me. Ooh, it's exciting. It's the Ace of Swords. It's a really powerful card, the Ace of Swords. So what's happened there? With the Ace, and just remember, Marnie, I haven't got the card here, darling. Spirit just brought me the card in. And so the sword, what was I saying? The the card of swords there. You know, you've actually, they're just trying to show you here that with this card is that it's like you've been getting through so many things in your life, and you have been, with the sword, been cutting through some tangles, I suppose, is what I see is a bit of the vine there. And this has allowed you to see more clearly. It's allowed you to progress a little bit further in on your path. And I just see a little bit more fruitfulness coming in your path in the next 6 months for you, Marnie. So that's a really nice card to have, and because you've done the hard work, see, with the sword. So don't be surprised that you might have a few little finishing touches there, but at the end of the day, you're going to be finding yourself moving on and being more powerful in that space that you're going to be in the next 6 months. Okay, so there you go. No cards, but Spirit brought your card in. Okay there, Marnie? Okay. Another drink. Okay, so is it Sharon? Sharon? Hi, Sharon, how are you? Hello, Leanne. Hello, gorgeous Patricia Thomas. Hello. How are you, darling? How are you feeling tonight? All good, I hope. Hello, Karen. Is it Rosti? Oh, is it Rostia? I'm hoping it's that. Hi. Yes, I definitely got this gentleman. It's just getting me prepared for tomorrow. And so for those of you that don't know, I have my mediumship event coming up in Bribey Island tomorrow lunch, well, just after lunch, 2 o'clock. So I will drop a link below if you wish to come and see me. Tickets are quite affordable, and there's a few there left. Hi. Okay. Spirit's not stopping me yet, so hi, Bobby. How are you? Is that Bobby Morris? Oh, please. You've lost your son 2 years ago. Well, I'm not doing any mediumship readings tonight there, Bobby, but I understand, darling, it's really hard to lose somebody. It really is the most difficult thing on earth to actually lose someone there, Bobby. And I really feel for you, darling. And to lose your son, oh my goodness, lose your son. Now, just remember, I'm not connecting with your son, but what I do know is music, okay? Either he's played music, they're just, my connection here with my guide is just, is just telling me that either he played music or you're hearing music or something, but you just know that's revolving around your son. Okie dokie. All right. But yes, a very, very sad time to experience the loss of your son. And so my condolences, even though it's been 2 years. And I know that, you know, it never goes away. You can only deal. Oh, I don't know what's happened. It's saying, oh no, I'm still on. That's okay. I thought for a minute I was off. Okay, it's all right. Nope, I can see the live up the top there. So for those of you who are watching the live, just type in live. And if you're watching the replay, put in hashtag replay. So just getting back to that there, Bobby, very, very sad time. To lose a loved one and to lose a son is even worse. And so you just got to try and pick up the pieces to the best way you can. And I have had a lot of losses over my years, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to connect with my loved ones. And I'm sure you can connect with your son also, and there's so many different ways that we can connect with them, you know. So just ask your son to connect with you, okay, and he will show you signs that you just will not be able to believe yourself, okay. And just know that he's probably with you most of the time, okay, really touching base with you, okay, as well. All right. Okay. Now, is it? I missed that. Sorry. Hello, Rachel. I'll be happy to see you tomorrow. Hello, Belinda. Todd, any guidance for me? Can you feel in reunion? Please, thank you. I feel like I'm drawn to you because I stopped there and Spirit has wanted me to read your message. So I'm just feeling with you there at the moment. Now, Belinda. I'm just having a moment to think about this. I sort of see some directions here, and I don't know if you don't know where you're going with those directions, which direction to even take, if that makes any sense to you, Belinda. And I can only say to you from this end is to go to the direction that you feel comfortable with, you know, for now. Whether you feel it's the right one or not the right one, go with the right one that you feel in your heart is the one that you need to be going forward to. And there's something about connection to the spirit world. I don't know if you want to connect with the spirit world or you've been connecting with the spirit world. You feel like as though you want more connection of the spirit world. You know what? I just want to say to you, Belinda, and I think everyone can take this on board as well, is that our spirit, okay, is already connected to the spirit world, okay? We are connected to the spirit world. What happens is on our physical, we don't want to be connected, or we're shutting off from that connection because of too much broadness going on. And I just feel there's something about a group. I feel you've got to get into a group of something to be with like-minded people in what you are interested in. Okay, so Belinda, it's finding that, it's like finding your niche, finding that place that you feel welcome and comfortable, where you can feel more connected, is a good start. Do you know what I mean there? And I think, are you a bit wishy-washy with your, I'm just feeling you're a bit wishy-washy with your work there or something. I'm not sure what you're feeling about with work, whether you want to have change there or something like that. It's like you just need to focus on one thing first, okay, the number one first, that's most important to you, okay, and then once you find your most important aspect of that part of your life that you want to go with, then the rest will all fall into place, if that makes really sense to you. I don't know why there's a baby. I've been shown a baby. Is someone going to have a baby in your life? I don't know. But there's a lovely baby, okay? Gorgeous baby that I'm seeing there too. All right, so I'm hoping that can kind of give you some kind of guidance there, Belinda. But, you know, you've been on your path for a while, but I think you're kind of a why person, or why can't this happen, or why can't that happen? It will happen. It will happen. It's just getting into that frame of mind. Law of attraction, more deeper than law of attraction though. It will come. It will come, but you've got to start figuring out what's your first priority, your first thing you really want to go with, and go with it, okay? But there's the directions. There's many paths for this direction. Find that direction that's more important for you right now, okay? Thank you for joining me tonight. Okay. Okay, I'm talking to, when you are connecting with me, maybe what is it that you want to connect with me about? What's your guidance? What do you feel, is there any particular area that you want me to work with, and I can work with Spirit on that? Okay. Oh gosh, I'm just looking at the time. It's just going so fast. It's like I need 2 hours, not one. You know. Dear. Okay, now Spirit's telling me I've got one more. So I'm just scrolling around, until they tell me to stop. Okay. I want to come back. Oh, gosh, I've just gone past somebody and I meant to go back. Oh, I want to go. Oh, for goodness. I want to go to this lovely lady, Karen O'Connor. I want to go to you, Karen. Some I can't see some of your stuff that I can't see, like, what's been said much there. Something's in the way there. Something about you're such a lovely person. Thank you very much, Karen. I wanted to stop with you because I feel with you, Karen, is that you too are in the same similar boat as myself, in the sense that you do help souls here on earth, and you have the most amazing energy, okay, that you just generate out to the rest of the world. You are beautiful. You truly are beautiful, and it's like you need to utilize your amazing abilities and talents, okay, to share them with the world, okay, whether it be here on screen like I'm doing, or whether it's in public, or whatever it happens to be. Karen, this is Karen O'Connor. Beautiful, darling, absolutely beautiful. And I just know that you've just got to take it that one more step out, darling, just one more step out. I just feel Spirit is just wanting to just take you that little bit further, and just keep doing and sharing that love that you do. You are amazing, just amazing. In fact, people need you, darling. People need you. There are so many souls out there that need you. Okay, so I'm not sure what you do, where you do it, but you've got to start shining your light so much more, Karen. Okay? You know, for a long time, I was in the closet, so to speak. You know, I was doing it in very small areas, but here now I'm beginning to go out into bigger areas. So the same for you, Karen. You've got to start getting into the bigger platform, darling. Okay, because people need you. Okay, they need your guidance, they need your love, all right, and they just look, Spirit's just wanting to guide you down that path, because this is the path that you're needing to go down, is to help people. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you there, Karen. All right, so I'm hoping that's just giving you some guidance there. Okay, so now I know I have to wrap up. Now, if I'm going to leave some links below after I've finished, and if you feel like you want to touch base, or you want to jump and have come and see me at Joining Two Worlds. I'm going to hopefully start to travel around a bit, so I'm looking forward. So if there's any places that you'd like me to go, I'm working on it. Let's just say that I'm working on it. Okay, so for me right now, I'm just going to finish off with my last message of the night, is that if you're feeling stuck, okay, you're feeling stuck in your place, whether it's a place of work and you don't like to be there, or if you're feeling stuck in your relationship, stuck in your inner self and you're not happy with your inner self, okay, embrace this moment. This is your soul calling you. It is letting you know it wants to change. It wants to evolve and be better. You are better. You are much better. Okay? Remember that your physical self is only, you know, this platform for the spirit and soul to be here with. And there's so much going on in this physical life. We've got to come back and narrow it down, okay, to find out what it is for us that we need. So for you, you've got to find your calling, whatever the calling is, and just begin to say that the place that I'm feeling at the moment is okay. I want more. I will do more. I will get out of this place. But it's changing one thing at a time. And I do mention this quite a bit. But you've got to make the change. You know, did you sign up from the spirit world to the earthly plane to not do much? No. You've come here to do amazing things. You've come here to shed your beautiful light with the rest of the world. And as all spiritual beings, okay, we will just carry the love and the light further on to those who feel they need it, okay? But when you join me here tonight, you were already on the path, the spiritual path. You're not out of alignment, okay? You're in full alignment. But what happens is your discontentment, your feeling inadequacy about not moving on and doing great things is all about, you know, your soul giving you that attention, knocking at your door. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Okay. And you've got to answer that, soul, okay? Maybe talk to your inner child. See if your inner child needs some attention, and that healing process can happen. And we can talk about that another time. Until I see you all again next week, next Friday at 6 p.m. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all your lovely comments and your love hearts and your likes. And I appreciate it very much, okay? And you have a lovely evening and a lovely week, okay, and weekend. We're just around, for the weekend. So have a lovely weekend. Make sure you get out into the sunlight. A lot of people are not getting enough sunlight. And we need the sunlight. And I'm not talking to get sunlight and burn ourselves. I'm talking sunlight. Rug up if you need to, but you need your vitamin D, okay? That's your happy hormone, okay? So bye for now, and I will see you all next Friday night. Bye for now.